With the first week of camp here with the Manitoba Moose sort of in the books now, what's the biggest change or the biggest difference, I guess, you've noticed between, I guess, the NCAA game with the UND and the AHL, I guess, here with the Moose?
Yeah, I think it would have to be top to bottom lineup when it comes to work ethic. I think guys are older here too, and they understand how hard it takes to get in the lineup. And the work ethic here in practice has been incredible throughout our entire team, and I think that's what it's about.
Has it been a bit of a challenge too? I mean, you were in quarantine for a bit of time as well before camp got started here. Was that probably some of the longest time you've been away from the ice?
Yeah, it was right around 20-some days for me to hit the ice. Unfortunately, I came from well, not unfortunately, but I came from Grand Forks area, and I'm from Minnesota, and we had quarantine for 14 days there, and I didn't have ice at home in Minnesota because of the governor's rules. And yeah, so it was probably the hardest thing that I've done throughout my career is take 20-some days off of ice. And riding the bike was awesome in the hotel, and doing other exercises from the workout and strength coach has really prepared myself to try to get those legs back here.
Before you came to camp, was there ever a time where you spoke with UND's head coach, Brad Berry, about his time with the Moose or sort of what the city of Winnipeg was all about?
No, I really didn't. That's just because I was concentrated in the moment. I'm a type of guy who attacks every single day with that type of mentality. And I was just focused on the situation. And unfortunately, I never did get to talk to Brad about that. And now that's going to be a conversation I'm going to have with him sometime here in the next couple of months, because now I'm really into looking at and hearing what he has to think about the organization when he was a player here.
We'll go next to Mike Sawatsky. Go ahead, Mike.
Hi, Westin. So do you recall when your last game was?
Oh, boy. Well, I somewhat do. I was winning the Penrose Cup versus Westin Michigan at the Ralph Engelstad Arena. So, yeah, that was probably one of the best memories of my life is winning the NCHC Conference Championship with the group we had last year at North Dakota.
Well, that's a long time ago. And I'm wondering, I mean, you're not a young guy. You'll be probably the age of most of the players you're playing with. How are you going to adjust to not only how are you going to deal with all this time off in the first place, and then also dealing with an uncertain future in terms of schedule, because you really don't know when your season is going to start?
Yeah, I just coming to the rink every day with a big smile on your face and making sure that you give it your all. That's what's key, and to have the laughter and the smiles and push your teammates to the highest level you possibly can to make sure we all come together out with 110% work ethic and improving each other. So I think that's what we've done here so far, and everyone has gotten better.
Was there ever a point in the last 8-9 months where you thought there wasn't going to be a season?
Yeah, I did. I actually really did. Just after hearing the NHL was not going to play, and then just hearing from my agent that it's going to be highly unlikely, and then all of a sudden it flipped, it changed, and it was awesome to hear that we finally get to play hockey again.